But anyone has any questions, please let me know. Anyone has any questions? Yesterday you came back to the classroom, no? Online, is it clear? Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions. Yesterday I was going through the basics of what is AWS cloud, what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is a marketing word which is actually invented by, the word came from Salesforce. Salesforce is the first cloud computing which was started in 2002, but it was very, I would come up and say, very limited only to their application. AWS is the guy who came up and specified, I am actually providing public cloud. Now, what is the meaning of a public cloud? What is a meaning of public? What is the meaning of public? Yeah, so anyone can connect, whoever who's having internet. Is it clear, right? So that is called as public cloud. And any public entity. For your example, I want to create a website. I need public IP address. I need a public DNS name. All these things, if you want to get public IP address, public DNS name, it takes a lot of time. Okay. AWS come up and specified, you go to AWS, you click one button, I'll provide you public IP address in one shot. Is it clear, right? It's very simple. Click one button, you get that capabilities, public cloud. What is private cloud? What is private cloud? Companies come up and specify, sir, private cloud is nothing but, what is private cloud? Anyone? What is private cloud? Anyone cannot connect it. Everyone cannot connect it. Private, like for your example, I want to contact you. How do I contact? You will give your phone number. If I have a phone number, I can only contact you. The people who are having phone number only can contact you. Other people cannot contact you. That is private cloud. For your example, Infosys will go and create their servers in cloud. Only Infosys people can connect to that server. Other people cannot connect. It is not open to the public. It's completely private. Okay. So that is called as private cloud. So private cloud computing is provided, especially like partial IBM. You have something called as Red Hat Cloud. Some of the things they provided, and you also have companies. Big companies will not believe one cloud company like AWS. AWS suddenly, let's take an example. Something happens to AWS. What will happen? So that is the reason they will make sure they create their infrastructure in AWS, Azure, GCP in their own office. So that is called as hybrid cloud. Hybrid is a combination of where people can go and create a server in AWS, one server in Azure. Tomorrow suddenly AWS is not working, then the request will go to Azure. Multi-clouds, okay, multi-environment like Netflix, Walmart. They don't believe one cloud. They use AWS, they use Azure, they use GCP, they use their own office. All these things they manage. That is called as hybrid cloud. Is it clear, right? And what is meant by a region? Region is a place where your infrastructure is present. For your example, I want to go and create one server. I will choose a region. The server should be created or where it has to get created. Where is my server? When I create a server, where it is. You will choose a region. You have Mumbai, you have North Virginia, you have Ohio. Like this one, you have around more than 50 regions. Any region in the world, you just log in and you can work on it. Understood, right? Very easy. Anywhere in the world, sitting in your home, you can create a server. As I mentioned you on the demo, you remember I said I went to South Korea. In 2009, I went to South Korea to install one software, stayed in 6-star hotel for 21 days. If the 2009, same task if you have given in AWS, I would have done in 5 minutes. This much money is saved. My flight charges, my 21 days in 7-star or 6-star hotel. All these things you don't require. You click one button, you are done. That's the capability of cloud computing. Any region, any place, I can create the server. Anytime, I can delete the server. All these capabilities are coming in cloud computing. Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Okay. So if you don't have any questions, I'll start the first AWS service. So please write it down, the first AWS service. I am expecting everyone to create AWS account and keep it ready. Please keep it ready. Go and create your AWS account. Once your AWS account is created, then it would be very easy so that you log in, and don't create anything. Don't work on AWS account. AWS account, you are not aware of what is free. So you have something called as free tier. When time comes, I'll go for what is free tier. Is it clear, right? What is free tier? AWS, for your learning purpose, they provide certain things are free for you. Okay, so let's start. What is the first AWS service?
Private cloud.
Yeah, write it down. Can anyone please tell me the same definition I'm going to ask for the next 3 days? What is VPC? Please tell me. Yeah, what is VPC? Virtual private
Cloud.
cloud. Now, why VPC? Why? What? With VPC, how do you get security? So yes, very good. Both. It has a capability to expose your server to the world, public, as well as I don't want to expose this server to the world. Both public and private, I will get it. Keep it in your mind. I'm going to ask this definition tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and every day. Keep it in your mind. VPC. What's the full form of VPC? Virtual Private Cloud. Is it clear, right? Virtual Private Cloud. Sir, what is this virtual private cloud, and what are the benefits of VPC, and why do we want to go and learn VPC? Very, very, very simple, sir. Actually, what is VPC? Nothing, sir. VPC is what topic, sir? That's it. What is that? What is VPC? Networking in AWS. Sir, that means we are going to learn network subject? Yes. Sir, I am zero in networking, sir. I don't know anything. It's my responsibility to teach you. Sir, I'm already a hero in AWS, sir. I'm already a hero in networking. I'm a network engineer, sir. I know. You know 80% of the VPC. Same thing we are going to learn. So think about this one, sir. I want to create server number 1, okay, and install some SAP application here. And I want to make sure this SAP application can be accessed by anyone who is having, what is that? Internet. So what should I do? I should assign public IP address and all these things, right? Very good, sir. But my question comes into picture is, where do you go and create the server? Before you can create a server, but the server should be by default should be present inside one. What is that? Yes or no? Before you create a server should be present inside the network. Where is your network? That is, what is that? VPC. Write it down. VPC is nothing but it is a networking in AWS cloud. Online people, anytime you have any questions, please reach out to me, sir. Don't be shy enough. Your one question will be answered by, if you see, 30 people. So what is the meaning of a VPC? We are going to learn networking. Before I create a server, before you think about like this one, sir, Infosys company is there. Infosys company has to create 100 servers. Before create 100 servers, where do they go and create a server? All the servers should be present in one network, right? That network is called as, what is that? VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. Okay. So if someone come up and says, sir, I'm already a networking guy, sir, I'm having very good knowledge in networking. You already know 80% of the network or VPC topic. So network in AWS is called as VPC. Now, can anyone please tell me? Can anyone please tell me what is meant by very simple word network? What is the meaning of a network? Simple word. Eh?
Medium used to connect two or more system.
Yes, sir. Network is nothing, sir. Very simple, sir. I'll go and create a server number 1. I'll go and create server number 2. Example, server number 1 can communicate to server, or let's go like this. I'll create a server number 1. I'll create server number 2, and I'll create server number 3. Three servers are in the same network, or basically three servers are in the same network. Okay, what is the meaning of a network? So that means server number 1 can communicate to server number 2, server number 1 can communicate to server number 3, server number 3 can communicate to server number 2, server number 3 can communicate to server number 1, server number 2 can communicate to server number 3, server number 2 can communicate to server number 1. All the servers in the network can communicate to each other. Yes or no? So what is the definition of a network? One or more servers, okay, you pack together is called as a network. Very simple. Can anyone please tell me? I think it's can anyone please tell me? You have your laptop in your home. It is having internet and everything, right? Can you tell me, is your laptop is in the network? Yes or no? You have a single laptop? Is your laptop is present in your network? Yes or no? How do
Yes,
you say? How?
yes. It is
No.
connected in the internet.
No,
It's connected in the internet.
no.
We are
If it is
we are
connected to the network, is it connected to the internet?
no
Then it is
no
in network.
no. That network is providing the from switch to here. No? Some switch is the
Okay.
router is there.
So the definition of a network, what is the meaning of a network? One or more server packed together is called as a network. Your laptop is also in a network. Sir, where sir? I did not create any network. No, sir. Your laptop is also in a network, but the network size is one. Is it clear, right? So what is meant by a network? Network means one or more servers, you make it as a group, and that servers can communicate to each other is called as a simple network. Is it clear, right? And very, very important, very important. This is a network, and people call this particular network. Server number 1 can communicate to server number 2, server number 2 can communicate to 3, and vice versa. All the three servers can communicate each other. This is called as very important. What is that? Yes. What is that?
Yeah.
Local area network. Locally, I created a simple network where these servers can communicate to each other. LAN. Write it down, local area network. And all these things are homework for you. You need to go to your home, go and click on what is a LAN and study about this one. Sir, I am very lazy in studying it. If you want any interaction, YouTube is your best friend. You go and click on LAN and click on OK. You will see a lot of videos in LAN in YouTube. Then it's an educative video. Please go for it. Right? I'll slowly increasing it. Sir, what is meant by network? As I mentioned you, server number 1. Now I'll go into this area. Server number 1, server number 2, server number 3. All three servers are in the network. And in server number 2, and in server number 2, I will install one application. What is that application I've installed? What is that? SAP application, SAP application I installed. Now tell me, this SAP application can be accessed by whom? Who will access this application?
One.
Who will access? Tell me. This SAP application I installed, who can access this SAP application?
Within the server.
S2 within that server only, sir.
Server two.
Huh? Very simple, sir. As I mentioned you,
One.
all three servers are
All three
in what is that?
network.
Network.
Okay.
That means what? This server can communicate to this server can communicate. Yes or no? So
All yes. users
within my network, all these three servers are in a network. They can access this application. Now tell me, this application is accessed by whom? Inside the network or outside the network?
Inside the
Inside the
network.
network.
Inside the network, not both. This SAP application I installed in the network, one network. Okay, and only inside my network, only servers can access it. So what do you call this application as? This application is called as, what is that? What is the
Intranet.
meaning of intranet? What is the meaning of intranet? Means inside my network. So this application can be accessed by only internal people of my network, not any outside. Intranet application. Intra means inside. Internal networking person can only access it. Can you tell me an example of an intranet application? If you join any company, you will see something called as uh, what do you call it, as some portals. Or when you join a company, you will see, I think this is the month of July. When you join a company, right, you want to apply a leave. You have a leave management application. That leave management application only works inside your network, not outside. Only within your network only you can access it, not outside. You are filling tax in your company, you will have a tax filling website. It will ask you what is your basic and that they LTA guild and all these things. That application is internal. Only inside your company people can access, not outside. Those kind of an applications are called as, what is that? Intranet application. Yes, sir. Okay. So these are called as network. Can you please mute your system, sir? Okay. Intranet applications are nothing but inside my network. I can access it. Companies will go, certain applications should only work in your organization, not outside your organization. Those are intranet application. Now I'm going to increase the dose. Now you will understand the real meaning. Now take an example. I'll go for, let's take an example. There is one network is there. I have a server number 1. Multiple servers are there. I'm taking an example of server number 2, server number 3. I have another network. My means another person network is there. He created server number 1. He created server number 2. He created server number 3. I have another network number 3. I have server number 1. I have server number 2. I have server number 3. I went for another network here. I went and go for server number 1, server number 2. Example, I have another network here. Server number 1, server number 2, and server number 3. How many networks are there total? Lot of networks are there. We are taking how many network examples? 5 network. Now I install here SAP application. Okay. Who will access this SAP application? Can you tell me? Internally. That means this network. What is this network? N5. Who can access
And
SAP application? SAP
All
application
users.
can be accessed by whom?
All
Within
users in
N5
Server number
only.
1,
network 5.
server number 2,
N5.
and server number 3. Within the network, it can connect, right? Now,
Yes.
actually, I don't want this one will only this server and this server connect. I want everyone from this N4, N3, 2, and 1 should connect to this SAP application. I want everyone to connect it. So what should I do? What is this kind of an application? These kind of an applications are called as, what is that? Internet application. Simple. Have you visited google.com? Google.com can be accessed by whom? Everyone. All the network in the world. Using what?
Internet.
Google.com you're accessing with the help of what?
Internet.
Internet. I am able to access through internet, right? Internet application. Try to understand intranet application, internet application. Internet application is whoever is having internet can connect. So what is happening? Network number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tomorrow network number 6, 7, 8 or anyone is there. Through internet they are able to connect to SAP application. Yes or no? That is called as internet application. Through internet I am able to connect it. So hope you understood what is meant by intranet, what is meant by internet. All these words, please write it down. Go into your home and study about that one. Through internet, we work on it. Very good, sir. SAP application is working on it. Server number 1, server number 2, server number 3. Not only those 3 things, other people can also connect through internet into this application. Yes or no? Very good, sir. Now you understood. Now the actual VPC or the topic is coming. Now I don't want, I'm taking an example of a network. In that one, server number 1, 2, 3 are there. Now I don't want to take that one. I want to take a real-time big network. This is, what is the network? What is the network? It is Infosys network. Can anyone tell me how many servers, or what is the network size? What is the network size of Infosys? Minimum, just as andaza, just calculate it and tell me. What is the networking size? Like how many servers are present in Infosys?
Thousands.
How many thousands? Can you tell me properly, correctly? Try to estimate it, sir. Infosys people are itself 3.5 lakhs employees, sir. Infosys are 3.5 lakhs employees. 3.5 lakhs employees. Each person is bringing their laptop. So minimum size of the Infosys is how much? 3.5. They will have a database server, application server, fax machine, printer machine, that Active Directory and all those kind of nonsense. At least 10 to 15 lakhs size is your network size. So Infosys basically will have a big size. So I will go and create server number 1, server number 2. I can go server number 3. Like this, you have lots and server. You have server. How many? Let us take an example. How many servers are there in Infosys? 10 lakh servers are there. Now, can anyone tell me? I will not call Infosys as a network. I will call this as well-governed network. Why, sir? Sir, why are you using your own abbreviation, well-governed network? Why are you coming with your self-title? What is this one? Infosys is a network. How many servers are there in the network? 10 lakhs are there. All the servers are communicating to each other within the network? Yes. This is a network. No, I call this one as a well-governed network. Why, sir? What is the reason? I'm saying it's a well-governed network. Very, very simple, sir. Very, very simple. Why I called it? What is the meaning of well-governed network? Well governance means what? Okay, it is neatly managed. Sir, how can you say neatly managed? Let us give some examples. Like for your example, think and tell me, sir. In Infosys, I am working in my laptop. Suddenly my manager come up and say, please, Kumar, please come immediately. So I'll leave my laptop, go to my cabin of my manager. My system is not locked. My laptop is not locked. After 3 minutes, what will happen?
Automatically it will go to lock mode.
Automatically, the system laptop will automatically lock after 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yes or no? The system will automatically lock. Did you provided that
Sir.
setting? Did you provided that setting?
No.
Did you provided that setting? Please set lock my system after 3 minutes. Did you provided? No. It is across the network. Any laptop. You don't lock your laptop after 3 minutes. What will happen? Your system will automatically lock. It's not for one laptop. It is across the network. Second example, sir, I don't lock the laptop. This laptop will automatically lock after 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, your laptop is locked. Give 10 seconds of time. Infosys wallpaper will move here and there. Yes or no? Infosys wallpaper will move and there. Did you provide Infosys wallpaper?
No.
You don't lock your system. Your system is automatically locked. Wallpaper is automatically coming. You don't change the password of Infosys. After 90 days, it will force you to change the password in any company. You go, you don't change the password. After 90 days, it will say, hey, you need to change the password. Last 10 days, last 5 days, last day comes into picture, your system will automatic lock and it will say, please enter the old password, please enter new password, please enter, confirm the new password. Did you provide that setting? It is across the network. If you go change the password, it will not allow you. What is the password? Kumar. No, it will ask you, the password length is 10 character. Password should be one upper character, one lower character, one special character, one number, yes or no? Did you provide this rule? It is across the network. Is it clear, right? So that means all the servers are following these rules. Yes or no? That is the reason, and that is the reason I'm saying it is a well-governed network. Sir, how do I get this well-governed network? Because I'm managing how many servers, sir? 10 lakh system, it has to be well managed, well governed network. How should I do? That is the reason why we use networking components. Is it clear, right? Networking components are there. Sir, can you tell me what are that networking components? Yes, sir. So to get a better idea about networking, now the actual networking is topic is coming, and very important, sir. Very important. Sir, what is networking topic and what is networking? Don't worry about anything. Today you will understand better networking. Sir, to understand network, I am going to talk about some laughable example. I'll talk about a very laughable example. So networking topic, laughable example, I'll take it. Just participate with me. Today you will understand what is network. Today you will understand what is network, sir. Very important. So to get a better idea about what is meant by Infosys network, I am taking a simple example of, please help me in creating one engineering college. I want you to go and help me in engineering college. I want to construct, I want to manage one engineering college. Please provide your inputs. Then you will clearly understand, array, networking is so easy. Okay, so I want to create an engineering college called as, what is that? Engineering college. Can you tell me? I want my engineering college, like what is the size of my engineering college? How many people should fit in my engineering college? 5,000 people should fit in my college. 5,000 people can fit in this classroom? No, they cannot fit in this classroom. So what should I do? I have to hire or buy a land which is 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer line. So I bought that land. 5,000 people can fit in this college. Very good, sir. Super, sir. Can you tell me engineering college is one piece of a land, or you divide your engineering college into multiple pieces?
Yes.
Multiple pieces. Why? You will, this is the college which is 5,000 people, but you divide your engineering college into this small piece. Sir, what is this small piece? How many people will fit? How many people will fit here? 150 people will fit. Sir, why did you divide this college? This is nothing but, what is this class? What is this? CSC class. This is nothing but CSC class. What is that one? I'll go and create another class based on my requirement. How many people fit here? What is this one? Is it clear, right? Based on my business requirement, I will divide my engineering college into multiple pieces. Is it clear, sir? Sir, I have a benchmarking. How many people can fit? 5,000. And in what is the, I divide my engineering college into multiple pieces. Okay, very good, sir. Who is one point of contact for your engineering college? If something happens to engineering college, who will speak?
Principal.
Okay, principal. Yes or no? So to govern this entire college, you will hire something called as, what is that? Okay, principal, you will hire it. I'll go and hire a principal. Now the principal is, so to govern your entire college, principal only one person can take care, or he needs some help in governing the college? He needs some help. So that is the reason he will go and hire one department. What is that?
Administration.
Administration department. What is the rule? What is the role of a administration department? Administration departments is a primary department which will govern your college. So by coming with, what is that? Rules. They will come up with the rules. For your example, what is the rule of the entire college? The first rule of an entire college, everyone should follow, what is that? Everyone should follow, what is that? Fee structure. Everyone should follow, what is that? Everyone should follow what is that? Fine system. If you're late, you have it that right. They will come up with rules and regulations. Every college person, everyone in the college will be applied. What is that rule? Common rules they will come up with. Administration department. Very good, sir. Super, sir. I will go and make it one more thing, which is very laughable, but at the end of the day, it's very important. Everyone is having a watch. You have a watch, or you have everyone normally has a watch in your college. College will follow your watch time, or they have their own watch time. So college has its own wall clock, right? If the wall clock is 9 o'clock, then only bell will ring. So there is a time. Keep it in your mind. Don't laugh. I know a lot of people may have a question, but you will understand today what is a network. I have a wall clock where my total college will follow this time. Okay, very good. Super, sir. Now think and tell me, I am present outside. I want to join this engineering college. Directly I can join engineering college. I'll come and join engineering college. No?
No.
So what I'll do, if I want to join this engineering college, I have prerequisites. What are the prerequisites? I should have proper correct age. I should pass my intermediate. I should have my NSET ranking. All these prerequisites I require, right? If I want to join this engineering college, I will go and talk to principal. I'll go and talk to principal. I'll say principal will come up and say, how can you go and join, man? Give me the list of this. These are the things you need to have it. So like your certificate and all these things. I'll take that certificate and give it to principal. Principal will validate the certificates, take the principal the certificates, keep it in his pocket and go and keep it in his home. Is it correct? No, your certificates and everything are stored where? That is taken care of by whom? Administration department. Let us take an example. I want to join my college. Let us take an example. This is triple E. I want to join triple E class. I will go and talk to principal. Principal will do validation and send the documents to administration department. Now, administration. So I got a seat. So I got a seat in triple E. Now, can anyone tell me when I get a seat, what will be assigned? My name is Kumar. People will give me an ID called as Kumar, or people will give me registration number. So this administration department, or basically will take all your details. Your details are stored here. You are in triple E. You will be assigned with registration number 1. Right? Yes or no? Another person join. His registration number is 2. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between registration number and Aadhaar card? What's the difference between registration number and Aadhaar card?
Registration number will be used only for this college network, and Aadhaar card network it is for PAN.
Very good, sir. Super, sir. Very good, sir. What's the difference between registration number and Aadhaar card? Registration number is unique inside the college. For your example, she joins. What is your roll number? I'll give you. Roll number is equal to 1. But she goes and join another institute. There also you have roll number 1. It's not unique in the world. But within my institute, registration number 1 is unique. Keep it in your mind. I am wantedly telling this one. There is a difference between registration number and Aadhaar card. And Aadhaar card is what? It is unique in the world. Is it clear, right? So I will be provided basically registration number 1, 2, 3. Registration number 1 is unique inside the college. Okay, very good. I will be given registration number 1. I will be, this administration department take these rules and they will explain all these rules, and these rules are applied to me. Yes or no? 100 people join, 100 people, these rules are applied to me, right? So I am joining this college. Very good. I got joined this college. Now, very good. Now tell me, I want to go outside and another person wants to go inside the college. How do you go inside the college? How do you go outside the college? So that is the reason you will have something called as, what is that?
Gate.
What is that? Gate number 1. Gate number 1 is an exit and entry point. Entry and exit point of a college. Anyone wants to come inside the college, they have to come with gate number 1. Anyone has to go outside the college, gate number 1, you will go for it. Very good, I have a gate number 1. Everything is good, very good, sir. Now, village people from outside your college are coming inside your college and playing cricket. Is it okay? Arey man, how these people are allowed? This is very wrong. So that is the reason. What should I do? So that is the reason. I will go, yeah, I will go arrange one, what is that? Security. And in this one also, I'll come up with what is that?
Rules.
Rules and regulations. What are the rules and regulations? Any person who's having a dress code only, please allow it. Anyone are coming from 7 o'clock morning to evening 8 o'clock only, people allow it. If parents are coming, they have to come up with a letter. All these things, rules and regulations will come up. Yes or no? Welcome to Infosys Network. Welcome to Infosys Network. This is Infosys Network. This is Wipro Network. This is Microsoft Network. This is Google Network across the global. Sir, are you serious? Yes. Let me explain once again. I go and create my engineering college. How many people can fit in my engineering college? 5,000 people. I divide my engineering college into multiple pieces, yes or no? Each one based on my business requirement. What is library? 200 people should fit. What is CSE? 150 people should fit. I'll go and divide my engineering college into multiple pieces. Very, very good. Super excellent. Now I will hire one principal who is governing my entire college. Then to run the entire college and everything, I will go and hire administration department. What is the role of an administration department? They govern the college. They comes with the rules and regulations. Everything they will do it. Now I want to join this engineering college. I cannot join. I have to take my certificates, validate with my principal and everything. If they are allowed, I will be given a seat. Whenever I given a seat, I will be given a registration number 1, registration number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that one. And all these rules and regulations, whenever I join, will be explained by administration department. Now onwards, you have to come up with this dress code, that, this, and everything. That is registration number 1. So rules and regulations will be applied. Okay, entire college will run through same time. Everything, everyone will all have the same time. Yes or no? Yeah, how do you enter a college? How do you exit a college? You will have gate number 1, gate number 2, something like that one. How do you protect your college? You will come up with security and comes with rules and regulation. Anyone is directly coming, don't allow. Anyone is coming with this code, don't have the tag, don't allow. All these rules and regulations you will apply. This is Infosys Network. Is it clear? Okay, is this topic is clear? If this topic is clear, now I'll explain you how Infosys Network is similar to this one. How do you understand? So same thing I'm erasing right now, sir. Now we will talk about Infosys, TCS, any one network, Infosys Network. Now tell me, how many servers should fit in this network, Infosys? How many servers should fit in this Infosys?
3,50,000.
10 lakhs, I said you right. How do you say 10 lakhs? How do you say 10 lakhs? So please write it down. How do you identify the size of the network in Infosys? Infosys size is 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. How do you go? Please write it down. Infosys network you represent with a CIDR. You call it as CIDR. Example 10.0.0.0 by 8. Now what is this one? Everything I'll explain you. Write it down. CIDR. What this represent the size of the network, and what is the meaning of CIDR? Classless inter classless. Okay, classless inter domain routing. Classless inter domain routing, CIDR 10.0.0.0 by 8. That represent the size. Now how do you calculate the size? I'll explain you. You created Infosys college, Infosys one, like your college. Infosys is a network. Okay, engineering college is a college. You divide your college into multiple pieces. I will divide my Infosys into sub pieces. I will subdivide my Infosys into multiple pieces, sir. Infosys network you will subdivide. Yes, sir. I will divide like this one. Infosys, this is one piece. I'll create this is one piece. Sir, why do you divide your Infosys network into multiple pieces? Why do you divide your Infosys into multiple pieces? Think about it. Infosys is there. I want to create 2 servers as Infosys, and 2 servers. I want to create hundreds of systems, but I want to create 2 servers in Infosys. 2 servers should not have internet. So what I do, I create that 2 servers here. So what I'm doing right now, can you please mute your systems, please? Okay, Infosys, you divide your Infosys into sub pieces. So based on my business requirement, this is one network. What is the size, sir? 250 servers should fit here, sir. So then you will mention 10.0.1.0 by 24. Now, what is that calculation? I'll explain you. This is nothing but this is, what is that? It is a network. And what is this? You are subdividing the network. Yes or no? You are subdividing the network. What do you call? Subnet. Please write it down. So that is called as a subnet. You will go and create how many subnets you want, how much division of the network you want, you will go and create it. One is a big subnet, one is a small subnet. It's like a classrooms. I create an engineering college, and what is the size of a basically what do you call it, as a sleeping room? Array, only 2 people can sleep. So that is the size of a 2. So what is the size of a library? 200 people will fit. So based on that one, same thing in Infosys, you want to divide your network into multiple pieces. You call it as, I'm going to subdivide my network, subnet. Is it clear, right? Subnet. Who is one point of contact for your engineering college? Who is one point of contact for your engineering college? Who is one point of contact? If something happens to engineering college, who is responsible? Principal. So you will go similar kind of a thing. The total network. What is the name of your network? What is the name of your network? You need some kind of entity, right? Please write it down. You will create something called as DNS, domain name server. Is it clear, right? You will create something called as, what is that? Domain name server. Sir, what is this domain name server? Sir, we'll talk about DNS, domain name servers. So you will create it DNS, and please, very important and a thumb rule in your life. This rule will not change. Now, can you tell me, like, what is a thumb rule? What is the meaning of thumb rule? Fixed rules. Fixed rules. Sun will be present 24/7, or sun will be only 12 hours? It's a fixed, right? It will come at morning 6 o'clock and it ends at 6 o'clock evening. It will not 24. It's a thumb rule. Like that one, you have a thumb rule. Very important. What is that one? Very important. So you are going and creating, what is this? What is this? What is that? Network. Never in your life say it's a network. Never in your life you should say network. You should say very important word, thumb rule in the world. What is that? Keep it in your mind. All whatever you are creating is private network. And whenever it is a private network, then you will come up and say, sir, what about public network? You will not create anything public network. That is done by something else. You are going to create Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, all are, what is that? Private network. And what is this? Everything you add, what is that? Now onwards, what is that? Private DNS. Is it clear, right? Private DNS, domain name server. It's like you go and go for it. Very good, sir. Now, engineering college is governed by principal. Principal, one person will govern, or you need one with another department? Any department, admin department. In the same way, Infosys, they want to manage your entire network. So how do they manage? They will go for the same word. What is that? Admin department. You don't call it as admin department. You call it as AD. What is that? What is that? Active Directory. So in your college, you are coming with rules and regulations, right? In your company also, you will create something called as Active Directory. In Active Directory, you will go and define the rules. You don't call them as the rules, you call them as group policies. You will write your company's group policy. What are the group policies? Example in your company. Can anyone tell me? Every server in this network should follow some rule. Common rules. Example, as I mentioned you. I already mentioned these examples.
Yes.
Huh?
Log after 3
System should lock after how many minutes?
3 minutes is the
System
ideal.
should lock after 3 minutes. That is one rule. My password should expire after
90
90
days.
days. All my password is third rule. Password should be one upper character, one small character. All these rules and regulations you will define in your group policy. Keep it in your mind. So I created Infosys network. CIDR is the size of the network. I divide my network into multiple pieces. Very good. I will go and create a DNS server. I will go and create an Active Directory service, and then I'll come up with my own rules and regulations. I will tell it. Is it clear, right? Okay, very good, sir. Engineering. So basically, engineering college has a time. Yes or no? If I
Yes.
go and add hundreds of computers in this network, hundreds of computers will have its own time. It should have the same time across 100 systems. For that system, we will go for one more service. Please write it down. NTP, Network Time Protocol. Is it clear, right? Network Time Protocol, NTP. So here is actually your total network time is mentioned. Okay. Now tell me, there is one laptop is present here. I want to add this laptop inside this network. What should I do? I directly go and take the laptop in Infosys company, add into the network, done. It won't be like that one. So I have the laptop. For your example, this laptop is there. I want to add it into Infosys, this net server. In Infosys network, I want to add this laptop. What I need to do, Infosys network wire is there, right? One wire. I have to take this wire and keep it here. Then what should I do it? If I want to add this laptop into the domain, so if I will be doing like this one. Like for your example, I'll go and right click, properties, advanced system properties. You have it in the right hand side here. You click on advanced system properties. You will go into the computer. Then you will go and click on change. Here is the one. What is this one? What is this? Domain. What is my Infosys domain name? I will provide that domain name. Example, Infosys. What is your DNS name? Private DNS name? Infosys.com. Then you click on OK. When you click on OK, done, added. No, when you click on OK, it will send a signal. Please enter your administrator network administrator username and password. Do you know a network administration username and password of Infosys? I don't know. Who can add then? Only administration people can add it. But this is the way you add your laptop into Infosys. Now this laptop is added here into Infosys. Yes or no? Whenever a laptop is assigned, okay, whenever I join a college, what will be assigned to me? Okay, registration number 1. Same thing, please write it down, very important. Whenever my laptop is added into the network, I will get one ID. What is that ID? Please write it down. Okay, and it's a very bad word. What is that I've written? What is this?
IP address.
IP address. Is it a correct word I've written? No, sir. Not capital I. What is the correct word? Okay, let me answer it. You joined the college, you got registration number 1. What's the difference between registration number 1 and Aadhaar card? Aadhaar card is unique in the world. This is
User ID.
this
Within
IP
the
address is
network.
unique in the world.
Within
It is
the
unique
It's
inside my.
private.
Then what should I do?
Within the
Again, as I mentioned you,
private network. Type okay.
private IP address. There is a difference between private IP address and public IP address. Private IP address is mine. Hey, what is your roll number? Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is my representation, my class, my representation. I provided 5 roll numbers. Tomorrow results came. Roll number 5. Ah, madam, you are roll number 5. Why, madam? Why you got so much less marks? Hey, roll number 2. Why you got less marks? It is my internal representation. It's not unique in the world. You go to another class, you will see roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. So the same thing, this IP address, private IP address, example of private IP address is this laptop will have 10.0.0.1. Yes or no? This 10.0.0.1 is unique inside this network. You will not have any other IP address 10.0.0.1 again. But you go to another network, you will see 10.0.0.1. How do you know your IP address of your laptop? How do you know, sir? How do you know the IP address of your laptop? You will go
using
back
IP
here
code.
and you click on command prompt and click on IPCONFI. You click on enter and it is clearly saying my IP address is this one. Is it clear, right? It's not unique in the world. We'll talk about all these things. IP config is the command. I've been assigned with private IP address. Very good, sir. I'll go and create 10 servers. One is 10.0.0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, like that one, 10 systems. Very good.
A quick
Whenever,
question.
so what happens in a network? Very, very important, sir. Whenever this laptop is added, it is added into the DNS. Yes or no? So like this computer will be assigned with one IP. We'll talk about that one. And this computer will next what will happen? All these group policies will be applied to this system. Now what will happen? Now this computer will what will happen? All the rules and regulations will happen. Now what happens after 3 minutes? This computer will automatically log. What is the password? You cannot make a password, Kumar. Capital K, U, M, one special character at the rate and everything. You need to go for it. All the rules and will apply, and as well as this will go and apply. And what will happen? Now onwards, your laptop will follow this time. Is it clear, right? Fine, right? So I'll create one server. It is like, now let us take an example. Another laptop is present here. Another laptop wants to connect to this laptop. This laptop wants to connect to Google. Yes or no? How do you enter a network? How do you exit a network? So that is the reason why you need an entry and exit point. Write it down. Gateway. Can anyone tell me gateway is inside your network or outside your network? Okay, no, it can be both. Depends. It can be both. It can be both, sir. So gateway you will go and provide. What is gateway, sir? Entry and exit point of my network. Anyone wants to come inside my network? Anyone wants to go inside my network? This is a gateway. Is it clear, right? Now, anyone can enter my network, yes or no? Hackers are also entering my network. Should I allow hackers? What should I do? I need to protect my. I don't want she's a hacker. I don't want her come. So what should I do? So that is the reason why I'll increase, come up with security. What is that? Firewall.
Firewall.
Anything, sir. We'll talk about that one. You have a types of firewall, hardware firewall. You have a inbuilt server level firewall and all these things there. But it's a firewall is like nothing but whitelisting and blacklisting. I want this guy to come. I don't want this guy to come. I'll mention it. If he comes, the firewall will not allow. Simple firewall. Is it clear, sir? Networking topic. And one more thing. Let's go for last one. What is that one, sir? Sir, when a new computer is added, what is the IP address? Example. What IP address I'm assigning?
10.0.0.2.
10.0.0.1. Another computer you added, what is that? Another?
2.
You added some 5,700 servers in your network in Infosys. You added. Maya, you added, all the systems are added in network. Very good. You got 3 months of time. You are very happy. You are working and other stuff. Again, your manager come up and ask me, go add more 5,000 servers. What is the last IP address? You remember?
No.
Hey, sir, I forgot my last IP address, sir. Okay, 10.0.0.200. Error. This IP address is already in use. What is that? 10.1.1.1. This IP address is already used. So what? How do you remember? Why do you provide an IP address? Let network only assign IP address, right? So please write it down. One more thing, very very important. That is DHCP. Write it down. DHCP.
Yes,
Dynamic host.
CP
Dynamic
will
host
automatically
configuration
dynamically
protocol.
randomly.
I don't know. Someone is speaking. Go ahead, sir. Who is speaking?
The problem is randomly automatically.
Satya, what you're speaking, we can't understand. Your voice is biased.
Not to that like.
No, you. No, we are
Yeah.
not able to hear you. We are not able to hear you. Your voice is very bad. Your mic is not working properly. You can type it, sir.
What I'm
I muted, sir. I muted. We were not able to hear you. So you have something called as DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. What is the role of DHCP? What is the role of DHCP? Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. This service, whenever a new computer is added, it will go and check it out. Is what IP address are in use, what IP address are not in use. It will assign one IP address. It will automatically. For your example, you add 5,000 servers. 5,000 servers, it will automatically assign IP address. You add another 500 systems, automatically it will go and check it out which IP address is in use, which IP address is not in use, it will assign it. That is the role of DHCPs. So if you see here, sir, what are the things we have learned as a normal network? As a normal network, let me open this one. So if you see here, what are the things we know? Sir, we know something called as what is meant by, what is that? Network. Never call this one as a network. This is what network? Private network. Sir, what about public network? Forget about public network. You will never work on public network. It's not your role. Okay. You have a network. You also know you can divide your network into multiple pieces. What is that? Subnet. And what is the size of the subnet or anything? You will go and provide 10.0.0.0 by 24. What is the size of the network? You call that one as, what is that? CIDR. Yes or no? Now I created a network. I want to go and create, what is that? DNS. This is also, what is that? Private DNS. There is a difference between public DNS and private DNS. Private DNS. I will also go and create something called as, what is that? Active Directory. So Active Directory, you will go and create Active Directory, and then you will go and create something called as, what is that? Group policies. In your company, what are the rules and regulations you need to follow? You will create all the policies. All your total company should have the same time. All the laptops will have. That is the reason you will go for one more service. What is that? Network time protocol. This is for, what is that? Your time. Sir, whenever a computer is given, whenever a laptop is created, it will be assigned with, what is that? What type of IP address? Always keep it in your mind. There is a difference between
Private.
public IP address and private IP
Private.
address. I'll explain you when time comes. IP address private. Happy? Yes or no? Then what is that? Whenever, why should I assign IP address? Let they assign IP address.
DHCP.
Is it clear, right? DHCP. How do you protect your network? How do you enter your network? How do you exit your network, sir? So what do you do?
Gateway.
You go for something
Gateway.
called as, what is that? Entry and exit
Gateway.
point. What is that?
gateway.
Yes, gateway.
Gateway.
How do you protect your system from unnecessary hackers and everything?
As
Firewall.
firewall.
Firewalls.
Are you able to understand the networking basic components? I am not yet done, sir. I am not yet done.
I need 3 days of time to complete VPC. And why 3 days of time? Sir, actually, in some institute, VPC is explained in 15 minutes. To create a VPC in AWS, I need 1 second. Then why are we investing 3 to 4 hours? Okay, in VPC, AWS certification, you will get 5 questions. Okay, 5 questions in AWS certification. So you need to know the inner details of VPC. You click on one button, everything gets created, but in one button, what gets created? Is it clear, right? Those things are very, very important. I am not yet done. The next class tomorrow, we will start what is meant by NAT, NAT. What is NAT? What is internet? What is public IP address? What is private IP address? What are the types of subnets you have? It will go in that fashion. Is it clear, right? So anyone has any questions? Satya, you are having some questions. I was not able to hear you. If you can type, let's see. Time tomorrow, everything is same, sir. Time tomorrow. Tomorrow is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Same. We'll follow the same time. 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock.